Hey, it's Trey here for Retroscope Productions, and today we're going to talk about Nickelodeon's most famous program block, SNICK. So, get ready, hop into your time machine, and let's take a journey back to the golden age of media. Welcome to SNICK Retrospective.
Pop Comedy Shop.
Liz.
SNICK is where the new episodes of Ren and Stimpy premiere.
The formation of Nickelodeon iconic programming block, SNICK, otherwise known as Saturday Night Nickelodeon, was marked by a turning point in television and was marketed towards the teenage young adult demographic. The brainchild of Nickelodeon executives, the block featured a mix of original programming and reruns of popular shows that quickly became a staple for Generation X viewers. We're going to delve into the history of Nickelodeon and its impact on television and pop culture. We will also go into detail about some of the most popular and enduring original shows on SNICK, including Carissa Explains It All, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Roundhouse, Doug, and Ren and Stimpy. The concept and formation of SNICK. The concept for SNICK was first pitched by Nickelodeon executives who noticed that the network's target demographic of children and teens were staying up late on Saturdays to watch television. They saw the opportunity to create a programming block that would cater to this specific audience. Thus, SNICK was born. The block featured a mix of original programming, reruns of popular shows such as Carissa Explains It All, Are You Afraid of the Dark, just to name a few. SNICK premiered on August 15th, 1992, with the lineup of Roundhouse, Carissa Explains It All, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Doug, and Ren and Stimpy. The block quickly gained popularity among viewers and became a central touchstone for Generation X. Original programming on SNICK. SNICK featured a variety of original programming, including live-action animated shows. Some of the most popular and enduring original shows on SNICK included Carissa Explains It All. This show starred Melissa Joan Hart as her first major role, Carissa. Carissa Explains It All follows a teenage girl as she navigates the complexity of growing up. The show was also praised for its relatable storylines and tackled topics such as friendship, family, and first love. Hart's performance as a smart, sardonic Carissa darling also featured a unique narrative device in which Carissa would break the fourth wall and talk directly to the audience. The show was a hit and ran for 5 seasons, making it one of the most long-running live-action shows on Nickelodeon at the time. Now to my favorite show, Are You Afraid of the Dark? This horror anthology series told terrifying tales of ghosts, monsters, and other supernatural creatures. The show was a hit with viewers and helped establish Nickelodeon as a destination for horror programming, at least until Goosebumps came on the television anyway. The show was praised for its unique storytelling and its ability to appeal to both children and adults. Each episode featured a different story, which was produced by a group of friends known as the Midnight Society, who gathered around a campfire to tell each other ghost stories. The show ran for 7 seasons and was considered a cult classic among horror fans. Now, let's talk about the show that I just could not stand as a kid, Roundhouse. This comedy series featured a cast of teenage actors who performed a variety of skits and musical numbers. The show was known for its energetic performance and its wacky humor, and it was a favorite among viewers, though I'm not one of the people who liked this show at all. Some of the skits were just random and oh my god, this is so cringy. Regardless, the show was praised for its diversity and its representation, and it featured a multiracial cast and tackled a variety of social issues such as racism, sexism, HIV, and AIDS, which were big topics at the time. Roundhouse ran for 2 seasons, and it was considered a trailblazer in sketch comedy. This show catered to more of a young adult audience, but I also consider it a predecessor to all that. Doug was an animated series that followed the adventures of a young boy named Doug as he navigated ups and downs of growing up. The show has been praised for its relatable storylines, its lovable characters, and it's remained a beloved favorite among viewers today. The show followed the everyday life of Doug Funny, an 11-year-old boy who moved to a new town and had to adjust to his new school and new friends. The show tackled a variety of topics such as friendship, family, first love, in a relatable and humorous way. The show ran for 4 seasons and it had many spin-offs, including brand spanking new Doug, which continued the storyline of Doug with a different animated style. Here we go. This is probably one of the most bizarre animated shows, but I still love it to this day. Ren and Stimpy. This animated series followed the adventures of a hyperactive chihuahua named Ren and a cat named Stimpy as they navigated various bizarre and often absurd situations. The show was praised for its offbeat humor and innovative animation and helped establish Nickelodeon as a destination for alternative animated programming. The show was created by John Fiese. The show was considered a pioneer of alternative animation, and the show ran for 5 seasons, and it was and still is considered a cult classic among animation fans. Now, the impact of SNICK goes far beyond these shows, and there's many other shows that I might actually cover in the future. But SNICK itself had a big impact on television and pop culture. SNICK had a significant impact on a whole entire generation. This original block itself helped establish Nickelodeon as a destination and was significantly geared towards teenagers and young adults. And it helped pave the way for the network to create a programming block that catered to this demographic. SNICK also helped establish the careers of many actors, writers, and directors who worked on the original programming, many of whom went on to successful careers in the entertainment industry. The block also helped change the way television was marketed towards young people. Before SNICK, most television programming was aimed towards children and adults. SNICK helped bridge that gap and created programming that was tailored for teenagers and young adults. This helped pave the way for other networks to create programming catering towards this demographic and helped change the way advertisers marketed their products to this age group. SNICK was a revolutionary programming block. Its lineup of original programming such as Carissa, Explains It All, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Roundhouse, Doug, Ren and Stimpy helped establish Nickelodeon as a destination for its specifically tailored demographic. SNICK remains a beloved, nostalgic part of pop culture for those who grew up watching it. I hope you had some fun going down memory lane with me. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, hit the like, give any ideas of any other types of media or past media you would like us to go over on this channel. This has been Trey for Retroscope Productions. Until next time, take care.